It's a melting pot.
It's a melting pot. It is, man. But people have to get out their comfort zone to see those things.
Yeah. So one of the hot topics of conversation around here, especially in the studio lately, have been these Mount Rushmores that have come out. And, we got North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah.
Which one do you identify with the most? Because you said you were kind of all over.
Man, you know what? You know what I really think about that, man, to be honest with you.
You see I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin', Zone 3 section is God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection, that's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look as chief, not lieutenant.
Let me introduce the show. Okay, so another episode of Live on Lake Street. Special guest, we got Slink proper in the building.
What's going on?
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Let's continue that conversation.
Let's do that.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, we can make it better.
This man thinks Floyd right now. We're not talking about Floyd in his prime.
Yep.
We're talking about the Floyd right now with the new hair and everything.
Yep.
You think he can beat Canelo right now?
Yes.
I don't see that happening. I think Floyd beat Canelo very convincingly the first time he fought him.
Yep.
But he's been off so long from fighting high level competition, and there's a such thing called ring rust.
Yep.
All right, and Canelo has been active. He's one of the most active pros today.
Yep.
In our generation. Like, this man's fighting, I'm talking about he's going everywhere. He's fighting light heavy, taking the belt, going down here, taking the belt, going back up there. His next fight is another light heavy guy. He's fighting is this guy? No, he's a cruiserweight. So that's he's the guy he's fighting is a cruiserweight, but he's a champion. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you Canelo's going to knock him out and take the belt.
Probably. He probably will.
And
hey, I'm not taking anything away from Canelo. Canelo's great.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the GOAT.
Floyd. Yeah. Talking about the GOAT. I get you, man.
And when I say the GOAT, I want to be very clear. I mean the GOAT.
Hey.
Greatest athlete of all time.
Of all time, yes. But
him and Tom Brady neck and neck.
I agree. Yeah. Floyd is like amazing.
Yeah.
Floyd is a legend, a walking legend.
Yep. What do you think would happen if you got in the ring with Floyd? 6 months of training.
6 months of training?
Both of you.
Of course, I'm a boxer. I think I'm going to knock him out. I think I'm going to win. I got that confidence in myself. I think I'll win.
You really think it?
I really think it.
I
mean,
I know you got to say it.
Hey,
really
I got to say it, but I believe it. I literally believe it in my heart. You know what I mean? I believe it, you know.
Okay. Right.
I know Floyd, all love to Floyd. Floyd is greatness. Floyd got everybody trying to Philly shell, thinking they can Philly shell on and they get whooped trying to do it because they can't pull it off like him.
Yeah.
And Floyd is an all-time great. That's Floyd. So for you to even be mentioned, I'm not in those shoes. I'm not even trying to be in that, in it compared, Yep. But when it comes to Canelo being active, taking all these belts, and Floyd that's been inactive for so long, and not fighting against the highest level competition, you can't, and older and the age, he himself will say, hey, I'm not how I used to. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I'm not as powerful as I used to be.
Yep.
But I got the knowledge. But
that's why I think he wins.
You think he wins from just knowledge alone?
He's not going to knock out Canelo.
Yeah.
But
because Canelo's never been. But you think he'll outpoint him? You think he'll
He's
box
the greatest defensive fighter ever.
Yeah, he is.
He's not going to get hit. He's just not going to get hit.
You got to understand, Canelo learned a lot from Floyd after that fight. If you notice in his more recent fights, he even switches to Philly shell sometimes. He switches and does things that Floyd did that he never did before.
Yeah.
So he knows more now, tricks to the trade.
Yep.
He's learned from Floyd.
Yep.
So, hey, boxers know.
Yeah.
Canelo at this point in time will be Floyd at this point in time.
I'm a boxing fan, so
I see.
So definitely, I know what you're saying. I definitely understand the sentiment, but it's like anytime we thought.
Yeah, he always won.
Like,
he always overcame.
He reminds you.
Yeah,
every time.
He always overcame.
Always.
Floyd will always overcome.
Yeah.
I respect Floyd to the death. That's Floyd.
So enough about Floyd, enough about Canelo. Let's talk about you. So you got a mixed bag of stuff that you do. You're an artist.
Yep, I'm an artist.
You're also a boxer.
And I'm a professional boxer.
Which one are you are both of them as important to you, or is one?
Both of them are important to me.
Yeah.
Like the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T.E. Harv Eker, he said, a successful person, unsuccessful person says one or the other. A successful person says, I want both. So I said, I'm doing both, and that's exactly what's going on.
Which one you been doing? Which one you been doing for longer?
Longer? Music. I've been doing music since a child. You know, I was like since young. I was getting in the clubs performing since I was 15. You know, Duke's Bar and Grill with O.G. Miller. Like, I was performing and recording music at a young age.
Okay.
And that's how I knew Southside. That's how I met him through the music. Yep. You know what I mean? Long time ago, back. You know.
Yeah.
Before he got pretty. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I've been around. Yeah, I've been around the music game for a long time.
So you're from Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
North side, south side.
I'm originally born in Minneapolis. St. Paul area is where I was raised. St. Paul Park area, and then Cottage Grove, and then we had 13 people in the house. You know what I mean? So it was like,
sheesh.
Yeah, we had 13 because all my family's immigrants. We Cameroon African. Okay. So when my dad came, he just flew everybody. All the family members. This is that. So we just grew. We had to. We moved around a lot. But it was all together. We always were a big family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of
aunties, cousins, uncles. So we were everywhere. We were Burnsville. I even went to Burnsville for a period of time.
Okay.
But graduating, I got my GED in jail. I actually got my GED in jail. So I never graduated from any actual school.
Talk to me about that. As much as you want to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm. It's. I just actually got off a probation off of 15 years. 15 years. I just completed a 15-year probation stint.
Congratulations.
I just did it. Yeah.
Feel good.
Oh my God, it's like a monkey off my back. More like a weight, literally like a 300-pound weight, because you really have to move a certain way when you're on probation. You can't really do things that others do. Yeah. You can't. Times that I'm in videos, people call me out to their videos. They got guns in the video shoot. I can't even be in. I'm like, nah, I can't even do it. Man.
How long were you in jail?
Different stints of time. I was, let's say, like I would blow up, or I would be buzzing with the music, and right at the peak of buzzing from the music, I'll go to jail, and then if come back out and it feels like you got to start all over, and then I was also boxing amateur on and off. Amateur boxing was like on and off, because to be a boxer, you got to be dedicated. You got to be in that gym.
Sure.
So when they see me on and off, and I wasn't really around the gym like amateur days, they wouldn't have me fight. They'd be like, nah, you ain't fighting because you haven't been in the gym, And then but I was always doing music, always releasing music, always had a following with the music since, because I've been doing it since young. So every time I drop something, it's people that have been listening to me since they were young. There's a lot of Minnesota rappers that grew up listening to me, on MySpace.
Yeah.
That would never admit it, you know what I mean? Which is crazy.
Tell me some that would never admit it, that have been listening to you.
Ooh, look at you. Let's see. I wish I could get back. I wish I could get into my I wish I can get into my MySpace. I got a couple messages up in there for collabs, you know what I mean, that you'd be surprised about.
Who?
You'd be surprised.
Come on.
I wish I could, because I want to be able to fact check. I want to be able to have my receipts.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a man. If I speak it, I got to be able to show it too. You know?
Right.
But yeah, I've been on it for a scene for a long time, bro.
You might have to find that password.
Please do. Please do. I mean, I'm talking about all the way back since the TC Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
That's so funny that people act like sometimes they say like, oh, Minnesota that doesn't have anything for musicians and stuff. Yeah. Back in the days, we had the TC Hip Hop Awards, and that was the main floor of First Ave, the main floor, and it'd be like 900 people there to watch all Twin Cities artists. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've been nominated. I was nominated like 2 years, 3 years.
You never won. You never won though?
Yeah, I won one. I think I won one. Yeah, I won Song of the Year. I think I won Song of the Year.
What was the song?
I think it was Holla.
Okay.
And Peter Parker played that heavy on B96 on 96.3 back when B96 was around.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I won. And then we had another awards, the Torchlight Awards. That was more African based. That's the thing a lot of people don't know. the Africans in Minnesota have their own thing too.
Yeah.
They have their own music and their own DJs and their own things like that too. Just like the Latin community does. And so does the Asian community. And I've been lucky enough to be in all these communities and see it. You know what I mean? When I was playing for the Twins, because I also played soccer too. Remember, I'm African.
Yeah.
And when I was, July 4th, they have that big soccer tournament.
Yep.
So when they would have this big soccer tournament, they have their performers there and stuff. They're big time performers, and you wouldn't even believe that these people aren't known by the the community of Minnesota hip hop. You wouldn't even know, because these people are screaming for these people. They can just like in the African community, you got big guys in there. When they perform, they're like, man, these people come out to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a melting pot.
It's a melting pot. It is, man. But people have to get out their comfort zone to see those things.
Yeah. So one of the hot topics of conversation around here, especially in the studio lately, have been these Mount Rushmores that have come out. We got North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah.
Which one do you identify with the most? Because you said you were kind of all over.
Man, you know what I really think about that, man. To be honest with you, the Rushmore creates drama between artists in a place where we need to be together, in a place that we need to be like working together to get on. You know what I mean? Okay. We need to be working together, like cooperating with each other to be able to make it to these levels. You know what I mean? Because it's like this: when elephants are fighting, you hear it. When you know what I mean? Like if a big time artist is beefing with another big time artist, then it makes sense. But you don't hear when an ant and the ant is competing against each other. You don't hear that shit. You know. That's just how I look at it. You don't really hear, these people beefing, and they, it's like, why though? You know what I'm saying? You guys could probably do better if you guys get together and make a song or make a remix of a song. You know what I mean? I just think that it's more productive if you bring the fan bases together.
So, as I say a lot, we're not here for my opinions, we're here for yours. But I want to respond to that. People talk about we need unity and not division.
Yeah.
But don't y'all see that everybody's uniting on our page when we post these things?
Yeah, and
I've never seen more unity.
But yeah, that's true. But I think the unity is happening because of the people that are behind this. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people are really cool with y'all. Some people like. You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like, the unity is happening because anything that you guys do, these people would have been supporting anyways. Because you didn't have beef with anybody. These people haven't done any wrong to people. You know what I mean? So there's no reason not to mess with them or hate on them.
Yep.
Because these people have been working with everybody.
Yeah.
These people, you know what I mean, have been grinding in the community.
Yeah. I mean, again, I will say, people get mad about division, but nobody's creating division.
Yeah.
The division exists.
It exists.
Whether we talk about it or not. So now we're putting it on the table.
Hey, hip-hop is a competitive sport.
Bro, full contact.
It is competitive.
Full contact.
I completely understand.
And beef is a big part of that. As long as I want it to stay in the music. I don't want it to leak out into other shit.
But that's the thing. It will. Like, as somebody that's had Minnesota beefs and they spilled out into the streets since young, you know what I mean? Oh, ain't y'all the guys that this, that? We like, yeah, what's up? Boom. It goes down right there. You know what I mean? So more stuff. And even when there was like a little competition, I forget what competition it was. There was another competition. Boom, we started fighting there. Bam. At the mall, Maple Mall. Boom. We over there fighting over there, pulling out knives. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and this is like.
That's why you learned to box?
No. I already, when you grow up with like a lot of brothers, like we had a lot of dudes in the house.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta know how to. I mean, and I'm the youngest. I'm one of the youngest. You know, it was me and Adib, and we were the youngest. Yeah. So it's like you gotta fight. We had this thing called morning exercise. You just wake up and fight. You wake up and go in the basement. We just fight for like a whole hour until somebody cry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, boys gonna be boys.
So from music, when did you start boxing?
When I started boxing?
Yep.
I think I picked up boxing around 17, 16.
Okay.
16 I picked up boxing. And then
age 17, 16 or 2017?
No. Age 17, 16.
Okay.
I started dabbling around in boxing because I already liked fighting. Yeah. I was already fighting a lot. You know, I was always known as the brawler.
Every morning.
Yeah, every morning. Every morning in the crib, yeah. But, you know, I was always known as the guy that, you know, like when I first came, you know, I went to a school called Martin Luther King Center.
Okay.
You know, and when I first came, I was immersed into the you know, the African American culture.
Yep.
You know, and I wasn't familiar with that. I'm thinking we black in skin, we African, everybody African. I didn't know, you know. So we going in here and they calling me African booty scratcher, but I didn't even know that was derogatory. I didn't even know that was a bad thing, you know. So they called me African booty scratcher. And as soon as somebody came and told me like, hey, you know they're making fun of you, right? I didn't even know. Boom, I'm fighting every day. It was calling me African booty scratcher. I didn't even know what it was. And then I'm fighting every day for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the way since elementary, you know. So
you decided
fighting's been in my blood.
So you decided to put on gloves and take it
to
a ring rather than
take it to the ring.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, because outside, you know, I was getting in trouble a lot anyways, you know, and the trouble was it was getting old, you know. Like you go to jail here for a couple of days, you go out, come back into jail, go out of jail, come back into jail, go out of jail, and then it ruins your progress.
Yeah.
Jail ruins your progress. So it's like you're over here, you're making these songs and you bubbling. You know what I mean? Let's say your song's playing on the radio and you young. Like at the time, I'm like, Holla came out, I'm like 17, 18, and it was playing on the radio. You know what I mean? In Minnesota. You know, so that was a big accomplishment. Boom. What happens next? I get locked up, and I'm literally having talks with Peter Parker on the phone. You know what I mean? I'm talking and he's trying to get me into the studio. You know, he's like, yo, this song track. I'll never forget. He gave me he linked me up with some guy to go do a session and finish this Holla song because I was recording in my closet.
Probably D-Mill.
Maybe it was D-Mill. It was probably D-Mill.
Might have been.
It's probably because I know D-Mill too. Yeah, it was probably him. And then I was supposed to go there and I got locked up that same day.
Oh.
That same day, bro. So it's just those type of things. It's like it hinders you from advancing, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So once you stepped into boxing, then were you thinking at least at the time were you thinking? I know you say now you love them both equally, but at the time were you thinking, I'm gonna step into this instead of music, or was it I'm gonna do this also?
No, I man, you know what? At the time, I'm just thinking like, hey, I like to be fit. I like to, you know what I mean. I like competitive stuff like that.
You weren't thinking professionally?
No, I wasn't.
The
person that brought the person that brought up like, hey man, you should probably go pro, is a guy named Scott. Scott is he used to have a fighter named Ishmael Mwendo, and Ishmael
Okay.
He's a big guy. He's like 23-0. He was a big fighter. Fought with Terrence Crawford. Trained with them. He was like one day I was sparring. He was like, man, he's like, how would you feel about doing a pro fight, man? I want to turn you into a pro. I was like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then my first fight was at Myth, and it was under Phil the Drill card. You know Phil the Drill?
I do.
Yeah, Phil the Drill Williams was under his card.
Okay.
And I ended up knocking the guy out. You know, second round I think it was. I knocked him out, and they were just chanting my name, Slink. DJ D Mill, he was there. I think he was there. Yeah, he was. I think he was spinning on the 1s and 2s. It's a while back. But yeah.
So you got that. So then you got that.
I got the bug.
That adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
right
I got
there.
that adrenaline. I was like, oh man, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. You know what I mean? Way better than amateurs. Amateurs is like touch base. You can lose just from somebody just boop 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 boop. But
so now you're 5-0.
Yep, 5-0
as a pro.
5-0 as a pro.
4 knockouts.
Yep, 4 knockouts.
So what are we like? So what are you looking at as far as your career, boxing career? Are you trying to be?
Oh yeah,
top of the top?
By early next year, by late February, March, I'm gonna be fighting for the state title.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm definitely giving y'all tickets to that. You know what I mean? Y'all come through. I'm gonna be fighting for the state title, and I'm taking that thing home.
Who are the guys that you're looking at right now? Like as far as
Gilbert Venegas.
Okay.
Gilbert Venegas.
He's your next fight?
Yeah, he would. Yep, we were supposed to fight December 18th. So yeah, but he's Gilbert Venegas who I'm looking to fight. Yes.
Now you got to wait on him.
Yeah, now I got to wait on him. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. I ain't tripping.
True.
I ain't tripping. If he want, if he wants to fight next week, I'm ready to fight next week.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you think about the state of boxing? It seems to be it was weird for a little while.
It's really picking up.
But it's picking up.
It's picking up.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you how many people new faces just come into the gym like, oh, I've been watching boxing recently and I want to get into it.
Yeah.
Or MMA fighters that say, you know what, I'm gonna make the transition to boxing. That's happening a lot.
You know what it is, right?
Oh yeah.
It's all this viral shit.
It's all the viral shit.
It's Jake Paul. Jake Paul is really.
Yeah. Bro, they say that, a lot of boxers are mad, like, oh, it's not real boxing. But the thing is, these people are bringing more spectators. These people are making this stuff, like, I ain't gonna lie, they literally, like, since they got out, when like, I'll say it was like my third fight.
Yep.
The crowd sizes have grown. I can literally say they've just grown. They've just skyrocketed. I'm like, damn, everybody want to see a boxing match nowadays. You seen what's going on at the Armory. You go to a boxing fight at the Armory, it's packed.
Same with like Canterbury too.
Yeah, Canterbury Park, packed.
Yep.
It's just because people are so much interested in it now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's always been around. It's an old sport and ain't going nowhere. Don't get me wrong, but it is bringing more opportunity.
It's in our DNA. It's in human DNA.
Yes.
From the very beginning, we're going to the Coliseum to watch a motherfucker get slayed in front of us. Like we want blood.
We
want blood. We want death. We want knockouts. We want that shit.
Yeah,
yes.
It's
literally in our DNA.
It's in our DNA, and that's the whole thing with the whole drama with the creating the drama with the Minnesota artists.
Yep.
You create the drama. It's like people can't help but look.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
But in a place like you go to Atlanta, they was able to make it off. Helping each other and building. You know what I mean? I like the building too, but I also like the beef. I don't get,
that shit is happening.
I don't give a fuck. It just don't matter.
The unity is happening.
The unity
is happening.
And if it takes the beef to bring the unity together, then let it be. Let it be.
Yep.
But from what I see, like when the people I see beefing on here, it's like, man, if they made a song, it'd be big.
And they will.
Okay,
they will.
Okay, you giving me insight.
We gotta get everything on the table first.
I see.
And then we can clean it off.
And then you clean it off.
Over.
I see. And start with a clean slate.
Let's get it all out on the table.
That's a new way to look at it. Let's see how it works.
Yep. Who you got beef?
Let's see
Who
how
you
it
got
works.
beef with that you want to work
I got
with?
beef?
Yeah, you got beef with anybody?
Oh no, I'd never, because I don't never talk about, because I don't never talk about, beef I got in the street. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't, because it's real stuff.
What about
it's
the
real
music,
stuff? I mean, I've been arrested for aiding and abetting a murder twice in 1 year.
God damn.
So I would never incriminate myself because I know how it.
I was talking about music.
You think
not that street shit.
Okay.
Leave that out
there. The music is I love music stuff. You know what I mean? I got a new song out right now called Jugular.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's doing good. It's a freestyle. I was just going in. Then I have a song before that with a guy from Malaysia, and it's number 22 on the hip hop. It got to number 22 on the hip hop Malaysian charts.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I still make money off music. I still get my quarterly checks. My and I just want everything to live. My music is growing with my boxing. It's crazy. It's cross marketing each other.
If you had to make a Mount Rushmore of Minnesota boxers, could you do it?
Minnesota boxers?
Yep. I don't know enough to know if we have that foundation.
We do.
Who you
like we've had world champions. You know what I mean?
I know obviously we
Caleb
got
Turek.
Truex.
We got Caleb, and then we got Jamal.
Yep. That's
you know what I mean? And then we got and then there's another guy that goes to COD. I forget this guy's name real fast, but he won his belt, and he won his belt in his like 5th fight. He's from Cuba or something.
Okay.
I forget where exactly he's from. But yeah, he got a belt. You got Robert Brain. He out there doing this thing. There's so many. There's a lot of them. Low key.
Could you do a Rushmore though, like the greatest boxers out of Minnesota?
I could. The only reason that you couldn't do a Rushmore is because it goes so far back. You know what I mean? Like we got Jason Litzau. He was great, but you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's so if I would have to look up search and see. Okay,
Yeah.
But they all different weight classes. Boxing's different. Boxing got weight classes. You know what I mean?
It's tough to do.
Yeah. Rapping, it's like it doesn't matter what size you is.
Okay, so what about a Rushmore, an all-time Rushmore boxers?
All time ever.
Who's the greatest boxer of all time?
I really like some guy. People don't really know this guy, but I really like this guy. If you see him fight, he beat Daniel Jacobs. And he would have, but he stopped. You know what I mean? But Dimitri Pirgo.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta look him up. He dope. Of course, Floyd gotta be on there. Yep. Come on, the king of the Philly shell. I also like Tyson.
Mike Tyson or Tyson Fury?
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Mike Tyson. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean? I like Tyson Fury too,
He's in that talk.
Yeah, I mean, he's up there. He's in the talks with the greats,
He's in that talk.
He definitely is. And then of course I got to put Canelo on there.
Okay.
I got to put Ali on there. What am I talking about? Ali for sure.
So we got, how many you got? That was too many.
Oh, that's too many?
I think you just
How
named
many
seven.
people is
That might
on the
have been
Rushmore?
four.
How many?
Four. He said 7.
I'm like, oh
You're,
my God.
You got your
These
chisel,
American
you got your
presidents.
chisel and your hammer.
You know what I
making new
mean?
faces.
Man, I'm over here making new faces.
But,
We got
but I agree mostly.
Yeah.
The Tyson Fury conversation is interesting to me because I heard somebody recently spin it in a way that made me think, like, is Tyson Fury the greatest boxer of all time? Because how can you beat him?
Greatest of all time?
Like, who's going to beat him? Who's going to be? If there was one person on the planet that could beat him, who is it?
If there's one person on the planet that can beat him,
think about it.
I would have said back, before Anthony Joshua's last fight, I would have said Anthony Joshua got a chance.
Wilder,
yeah,
he's
but
the
Wilder,
only person available that could beat him.
But the thing is this, man. Wilder,
he can't box.
That's what they say. But you know what I mean? Hey, it's 30 minutes, and I only got to land this one punch. You got to dodge this one punch for 30 minutes.
But even
that's can you dodge this one punch?
But that's part of the argument for Fury is he doesn't have to. He's proved that he doesn't have to dodge the punch.
Yeah, he'll take the punch. Yeah, he can take it, and he gets up. He got grit.
Nobody else that can.
He got grit.
Yeah.
Right now, heavyweight wise.
Yeah.
You know, like
all right, let me
said,
say greatest heavyweight.
Heavyweight
of all time.
Greatest heavyweight of all time got to be Muhammad Ali.
I don't think so.
It just got to be Muhammad Ali.
I don't think it is. I think it's Tyson Fury.
Style is a subgenre of Ali's.
Of course.
He learned. So you can't without Muhammad Ali, ain't no Tyson Fury.
Without Muhammad Ali, there ain't a lot. So I'm with you.
True.
On that. I'm with you on that.
That's why he got to be. That's why he.
But it is
the
subjective.
one
So
heavyweight.
like, we could argue about it
exactly.
All day.
That's the thing about boxing, man. You know what I mean? It's like all day.
Okay.
It's all day.
Last question.
Go ahead.
Top 3 Minnesota rappers ever.
Top 3 Minnesota rappers. That's the thing. You got the Minnesota rappers. You guys are forget. There's so many.
There's so many.
Even back in the day. I've been around when all of them had their waves, man. Yep. I've been around. Mike Page. What happened to Mike Page? Mike Page had a song on 106 in Park. It was on the top 10 countdown in the nation with people with millions of dollars of backing.
I don't even know who that is.
Yes, you see? Mike Page, he had to Show Your Swag. That was on the. I remember when he had the wave for a while. I remember when
you put him in your top 3?
I'll put somebody I put in, another old rapper I put in, and he got a song with Prince, and he because my pops used to work at KMOJ. Yep. So I seen all the artists from back then. I'm talking about since back then. My dad did African Panorama.
I love
every Thursday.
So who we talking?
Hey, he just okay.
So you go Mike Page.
No.
You're not putting him in?
I'm not gonna put him on my top. My top that influenced me.
Yep.
I would say it was David Ellis.
Okay.
Because back then, even when I was little, he had the bat rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's made songs with Prince. You can't beat that.
Okay.
And then we got SP.
Okay.
I gotta be on there. I'm here. You know, I got to be on there. And then we got there's so many.
Yep.
I've known them all, and I've even done business with a lot of them. You know what I mean? So it's just there's a lot.
That means there's gonna be a lot of mad people right now because you got to pick one.
Really?
Nah, they ain't gonna be mad.
Oh man, one. I'll say the greatest Minnesota artist just to do the most. I'll say to do the most. Artist, not rapper, not this is that, not nothing. It's Prince.
So, I mean, they can't be mad.
You can't.
Anybody that wasn't mentioned that feels like they should have been mentioned, you were number 4.
Yeah. You can be number 4 or 5, 6. You can be number 20. Yeah. It don't matter to me. If you look at it that way, that's on you. I don't know why you would look at it that way, but hey, if I had to say like I don't even do St. Paul, Minneapolis, because these people all travel back and forth. I'm in Minneapolis right now, but I also lived on South Side. I live 28th Street, South Side, Lake Street, but I'm a St. Paul guy. They know me as a St. Paul guy. Yeah. But I lived in South Side for fucking 6 years.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, I've been everywhere. You know what I mean? So, I would say Prince. That's the only artist that out of my genre,
I'm not mad at it.
You know what I mean? That's a guy. He's actually you know what I mean, established as a legend.
A legend, one of the greatest.
And who can beat that? You know what I mean?
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
Hopefully somebody at some point will get there.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
He's been that way for a long time.
Look into this camera, tell them what you got going on, where they can follow you, where your next fight is, all that.
Hey, Slink Proper. My name's Slink Proper. Look out for my state title fight. That's what's coming up early next year. Check out my new song, Jugular. Follow me on Instagram, Slink Proper. Holla at me. All the Minnesota artists, y'all mad, holla at me. Get at me. All the Minnesota artists that want to collab, get at me. All the boxers want to collab, get some work, get at me. I'm here for everybody. Let's do it.
I got one more quick thing. You gonna get Southside Chief in the gym, help him work out for this PNB Rock fight?
Oh my God! I thought you were gonna say yes.
Yeah.
He got to come to Element.
Yes.
The weigh-ins for that PNB Rock and Southside gotta be at Element.
Yeah.
That's a community gym. It's right in between St. Paul and Minneapolis. So the Minneapolis people can come. They don't got to commute far. It's right next to Southside, Southeast, and then right next to Franklin, kind of.
Yep.
And then in St. Paul as well. St. Paul people can come as well. But he has to come to Element to train, bro.
Yeah.
He has to. I got him. He's gonna win that fight. He probably knock him out. He from the Southside. Southside, we outside.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's go.
He already did most of the work. You just got to give him the rest of the
Oh,
work.
yeah. He already, you see how you see, so
Of
you know he's
course.
disciplined.
Yes.
That's what boxing, it comes down to the discipline, man.
Yep.
Hey, poor preparation leads to poor performance.
You got it. Yep, you got it. I'd have fucked that up, so I'm glad you got it. PNB Rock is in trouble.
Oh, yeah, he's
in trouble.
Yeah.
But
he don't even, come on now.
But it's going to be good. It's
Talking about Minnesota? Yes.
This has been a pleasure, man. It's been fun. I've enjoyed talking to you.
Yes, sir.
And good luck in your next fight.
Hey, you already know you're going to be there.
I want to see another knockout.
Let's do it.
I'm going to be there.
Let's do it.
All right, man. That's it. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth 1. We out.
Damn, Woody. In high school, I let it blam, Woody. I wasn't playing, Woody. I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on PNB Rock, that ain't even come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then wanna come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about.